A demonstration was held in front of Teachers, the Ontario Teachers Pension Plan, in Toronto on December 10th. The goal? To publicly call on teachers to stop workers and human rights abuse at EXAL Corp. EXAL is an aluminum bottle manufacturer in Ohio, owned and actively managed by teachers. The National Labor Relations Board, the agency responsible for enforcing labor law in the U.S., recently found that EXAL unlawfully harassed, interrogated, threatened, and spied on workers who support joining the Teamsters. Teachers has refused repeated calls by the Teamsters, the Ontario Teachers Federation, and the Canadian Labour Congress to take action to protect EXAL workers.
I was employed at EXAL for 6.5 years. The plant was sold. The Ontario Teachers Pension Fund was one of the purchasers of the company. When the company was purchased, workers started to be treated unfairly.
The EXAL workers called us at the end of 2012, and they were interested in forming a union because of their working conditions and other issues at the facility. So we started having meetings with the workers, and we had an election set, and at that time, and at this time we are up here in Ontario because the Ontario Teachers Pension Plan owns EXAL Corporation.
They need to allow the employees to practice their rights that they have, and if they want to join a union, that's their right to join a union, to help, and by joining a union, you have some support. You're not by yourself. They tend to single you out, and whatever they say, that's the way it is. There's no other way. You have no voice at all. I believe the Teamsters would have a positive impact on the community. I mean, people wouldn't lose their jobs. There would be steady growth, and there would be tax revenue. The community nothing would change. It would just get better. It's only getting worse now without the Teamsters.
Teamsters! Teamsters!
I think the teachers ought to look at their pension fund and see where they're spending their money, and the teachers, I think, should step up and let the pension fund know that they don't appreciate them paying for the union busters to go down and try to stop a union from forming when they're in a union themselves.
Well, we have a pension plan, Teamsters Canada, and we have a lot of pension plan in Canada for billions of dollars. And we would have never expected that we would invest in any corporation that was anti-union things. Let the people decide. Let the people be free to exercise their right. It's a right in our society. It's a right in the U.S., a right everywhere. People have got a right to express that they want to join a union.
Despite the cold, more than 30 Ontario teachers demonstrated in front of the Teachers' head office. Teamsters Canada is committed to keep the pressure on the pension plan and to make sure EXAL workers can join a union without any interference from their employer.
Teamsters! Teamsters!